first Mr. Driller contestant, Doug. He said he passed this game already, so he might have an advantage over others. I don't know this game very well. I know a lot of people like it though. This ain't my field of expertise. It does seem like he knows what he's doing. I did just watch Kelsey play this game earlier, and this is very similar. Not dying, not letting the things fall on him. Whatever these are supposed to be. Oh. How many lives do you have? I don't know. Just one more, two? One more. Okay, I see in the bottom left. I might be a scrub at Mr. Driller, but see me in Splatoon 2. Yep, this guy's got some maneuvering. Got the evasiveness down. Oh, he's barely avoiding that. Doug doing a very good job of just narrowly avoiding all the blocks. Gets down to 1,000 feet. I think it's 3,000 is the max. I'm not sure though. Doug doing a very good job. Dropping real fast. Pretty good on air too. It's down to 1,500. On to the next level he goes. Getting very good luck on the blocks here. Oh, saved just in the nick of time. Oh, but he needs air. Got a quarter left. He might be able to keep going down. Or stop it. All right. Gets the air. Still needs a little bit more though. That pickup only gives him so much. That one finds him quite a bit. Now he's at about a third of the tank left. Almost at 2,000 feet though. Very good height. Falls down. Air right there. He's got a good chance of getting that one. Never mind, actually. There's another one right below him, but he falls and gets crushed. That is a lot of points, though. On his last life. Drilling down fast. However, yeah, losing that life does give him all his air back. Perhaps a tactical life loss. Almost at 2,500 feet. Oh, but he gets crushed. That is so many points, though. Mr. Driller. There you go, we have Winston, he's off. Winston got a pretty good score on Duck Hunt, but failed on Guitar Hero. Let's see how he does in Mr. Driller. Doesn't seem like he's too experienced, you know, younger guy, so looks like he's probably hasn't grown up with this game all too much. Digging down. Oh, almost got crushed. Not yet though. He's finding his way down. He's feeling the game, but he gets crushed the first time. Still got 2 more lives where that came from though. All right. gets crushed the second time, but he does have one more life. Still digging down, getting 300 feet almost. There it is. 500's a big score though. I think the level changes at 500. No, gets crushed, and that is it. 11,000. Whenever you're ready, you get it. Ethan's up here. Also failed the Guitar Hero. He's got 12,000 in Duck Hunt. Ethan's off. He's digging down, going down the left corner. You know, thankfully the early levels are pretty generous with your air. Oh, he's seen the other contestants play. He knows that he's got to wait for the blocks to fall. Oh, nice. There's one left to avoid getting smushed. Ethan's still going. Gets a nice chain, but he gets smushed. Loses a life, but he's back at it. Still got 2 more lives. It seems like in the first round, you're making or break it at your Guitar Hero score, and a lot of people, they're trying to go for like the harder modes. It seems like they're not completing the song. Air does give you the points. Getting some good depth. Oh, but gets crushed. 1 more life left. And he does have a decent amount of points. However, our first contestant here, Doug, he did get so many points. Probably like the most I've seen all day from anyone playing this game. Oh, there we go. Ethan does get to 500 feet. Getting some points, but he is on his last life, so any mistake could cost him the entire gauntlet. What are you gonna do? You can dig down below the ground blocks here, but they do cost air. Gets his air back. The blocks are gonna fall. Oh, lucky save. Trying not to get smushed. Oh, barely avoids it. Oh, but gets crushed anyways. That's gonna be his run. 20,075 points. Yep. Daniel, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
How do you start?
Things not working. There you go. Don't worry about the name. Keely. Me neither. And he's off. Starts drilling down. Being a little more cautious than the other players here. Starts falling. Gets saved by the red block. Here we go. Daniel's off to the races. Already dropping 100 feet. See what he can do.
On the Gatorade.
And just watching as the blocks fall all around him. Living. Oh, again, barely just avoids getting smushed by the blocks. Let's see it again, but gets crushed that time. Down his first life, but still got quite a bit to go. Daniel still with 2 lives. Oh, watches the blocks fall all around him. Daniel's gonna be losing his 2nd life. He's still got 1 more. Daniel get a decent amount of points. Gets a nice chain. This will get him a bigger reward right here, yeah. Drops down 10 more feet. What's he gonna do? He's got 1 more life left and quite a bit of air. He might be able to get to 500 if he's careful. Tries to get the air, but instead gets smushed.
I see this.
Alright, Aaron, you can start whenever. Okay, retry. Hey, you're up.
Alright, we got Aaron going in. Moves back up. Not a lot of contestants still can go back up, but Aaron seems to know with the Mr. Driller knowledge. He's going down. Oh, gets himself stuck. Doesn't move back up and loses his first life. Here we go. Now on his 2nd life. What will Aaron do? Ooh. Aaron has to break a brown block. But it does let him progress, so it's not the end of the world. Gets the air. Oh, also avoids getting smushed. Jumps over. Starts taking down. Nice chain of blocks going. Where is he gonna go? A little bit more patient, but he's running out of air. Breaking the brown block. Definitely hurt him here. Trying to break those, gonna have a lot of effect on him. Breaking that brown block is gonna make him lose all of his air and the life. Down to his last life. There's a little low on points. Now your Mr. Driller score is really beneficial to you because other games you win or you lose.
You ran out of air. You have to get rid of air. You're good, whatever.
Joel going in for Mr. Driller. This game really can net you a lot of points. This is where you make it or break it because You could win, you could lose in Guitar Hero and Duck Hunt, but it doesn't matter how good or bad you are at this game, you're still getting points. And you can certainly earn a lot. I'm not sure if this is going to be weighted to see, to like reduce the amount of points you can get in Mr. Driller. But, you know, if you're really skilled in this game, you can get a lot of points just in this game alone. And Joe looked like he's a pretty competent Mr. Driller player. He's breaking all the right blocks he needs to. Hasn't lost a life yet, but as soon as I say that, loses his first one. Digging down. Not going to get smushed by that. It's going to be stopped by the other X block. Oh, barely dies to that one. If he got the other blue block before he got crushed, he would have been able to move out of the way. See what Joel can do. He's on his last life. Not many points, but let's see what he can do. A lot of people have made the runs on their last life. They know they finally understand how the game works, understand what they need to do. Let's see if Joel's one of those people. Blocks are falling. This row of like single blocks really helps him out. He can get a lot of depth here. Ooh, but choose to go to the other side. Interesting. Looks like he's gonna get down to 500 feet though. Just needs to hit down a bunch of times and he'll be there. Gets it. Goes down to the second stage. Starts moving on down. Passing 600 feet, grabs the air. Gets crushed. That's going to be it for Joel. That wasn't Joel at all. Are you Joel? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Angel playing Mr. Driller. He's starting off. We just had a really good contestant. Joel got 43,000 points. That might be enough to save his pretty poor Guitar Hero. Had a fail there. But Angel looks like he really knows what he's doing. He's going down fast. Looks like he's played some Mr. Driller before. Rushing down. Almost at the second stage already. Oh, but crushed himself right at the very end of the first stage. 375 feet. He's going to get down to stage 2 very quickly, yeah. We'll see what he does, but it looks like Angel is pretty good at this game. He knows what he's doing. On the previous games, he had a very good Duck Hunt score. I'm not sure how that Guitar Hero score stacks up, but he at least passed the song. So a Mr. Driller score like this, it's very good. On to stage 3 he goes. Oh, crushed himself. He's on his last life, but he has a lot of points. I feel like we are going to see Angel in the next round. Oh, crushed himself. But he's still going down. He still gets points for this.
Yeah.
48,000. Quite a bit of points. I imagine we're going to be seeing Angel in the next round.
How close was CDG?
Pretty close. You got 67,000, I think. Yeah. That's 48,000. All right. Whenever you're ready. Got Derek playing Mr. Driller. Is that okay? Yep. Let me try. There you go. Got Derek playing Mr. Driller. The last minute, Angel was pretty good at this game, so we'll see how Derek's able to follow up. Starts off pretty strong. Looks like he has a good general idea of how this game works. Might have been watching before, but he gets crushed, loses his first life, and not with many points to start out with. But game gives you 3 lives for a reason. We'll see what he can do to make up for it. Starts going down. It looks like, yeah, Derek's been watching his other competitors. Falls down, is going to make it past the first stage with ease. Just needs to drill down. There he goes. On to the second stage. 2 lives left. It's more than most people can say at this point. Finds his way across the falling X block. Doesn't get crushed. Keeps moving down. And all these single blocks here, very good. Luck by Derek to have that. Derek's still moving down pretty quickly here too. Going down, keeps falling down. Oh, gets saved with the adjacent blue block. Derek moving on to stage 3. This is quite a bit of points for him. In stage 3, you get a lot of points here. All the green and yellow blocks are always going to be next to each other. Meaning you can get points so quickly and so easily. Even if you die, we saw with Angel, he got so many points despite being dead. Not having any lives left either. Right as I say that, Derek coming down to his last life.
Just a reminder, starting in 20 minutes, will be our Pokemon Forbidden Light trading card game sealed. If you would like to sign up for this event, please head on over to the
Whoa, saves himself and makes it down to stage 4. So many points for Derek right now. Derek finding his way down. Oh, jumps back up in just the nick of time to save his life. Derek on his last life, but he has so many points. He didn't score any points in Duck Hunt, but he has a pretty good Guitar Hero score, and with this good of a Mr. Driller score, I don't know. It's hard to tell at this point, but we might see him in the next round. We'll see if he can get some air, instead crushes himself, but that's a very good score, 56,330. Yeah.
Oh, that was close to 42.
We got Tim playing Mr. Driller. He's gonna start off nearing noon. We have 2 hours left in the round 1 of the JimR Gauntlet. Tim almost getting squished. Oh, finds himself saving himself. Yeah, that's English. Tim's still digging down. Gonna have some air dropped on him. That's some bonus points. Oh, gets bumped back, and with the hit stun of the bump there, it gets crushed. No time to go out of the way. Tim losing his first life and on the first stage. We'll see what he can do. Tim going down. Breaks the first stage, goes on to the second. we'll see what he can do. Second stage. Tim goes up to grab the air. Good idea in this mode, or in this challenge here, you're trying to get as much points as possible. Not about the depth whatsoever. So, the more air you get, the better it gives you bonus points. So, get those points, get a higher score, get a better chance at moving on to the next round. Looking at Tim's other scores, he did get a perfect score in Duck Hunt, and he did have a decent score in Guitar Hero as well. As he goes on to the third stage, this is where you make or break your run. So many quick points can come from the third stage, and if you don't lose a life, it really ups your points. Crushed himself, but he still has one more life left. 46,000 is a pretty good score, and that Duck Hunt score is going to carry him a lot. Breaks that third stage, moves on to stage 4. Oh, gets all those single blocks. That's going to help out his score a lot. Might get crushed here. No, X blocks gets stopped. He might smush himself here. No, just gets bumped back. Tim's still going. Tim might make it to stage 4. No, he gets himself stuck. With 64,000 points and a perfect Duck Hunt score, I imagine we're going to be seeing Tim in the next round.
I'm also going to if you want to come,
Well, he's like, give him a perfect Duck Hunt score, so you're going to make it. I don't know. I've never played the game. If we try, game starts. Now we got Benny playing Mr. Driller. Off he goes, going down the caves, hitting the blocks. Already seen some people try that Mr. Driller today. Gets himself crushed, loses his first life. And on the other games, he does have 0, but on Mr. Driller, you're getting points regardless. And giving away points. It's like candy. Oh, gets crushed for his second life. Let's see what he does on his third and final. Gets the air points. Currently improving the score like that. Digging down. Can he save himself? Yes, he can. Oh, that was weird. He did like some weird jump thing there. I didn't know what that was. He barely saved himself and hangs on it to life. Passes 10,000 points. He gets crushed. No, gets saved by the green blocks. Hits the air, and it looks like Benny's moving on to stage 2. Going down, and he's wouldn't lose his last life. Anyway, 16,000 points. Yeah. All right, you're good whenever. Got Matthew, who's going to be playing Mr. Driller.
Oh, it's over. Good games.
When you hit retry it, that's when you start. Here we go, he's off to the races. On Mr. Driller. So we've been seeing some. We've either seen people get really good scores or really bad scores in this game, and we'll see how Matthew does. How he stacks up to everyone else. So he's doing a good job getting that air. That does give you bonus points. It's almost halfway to the second stage. Gets more air, starts drilling down. Crushes himself. Oh, barely. Would have made it if he got the last yellow block there. However, that's one life down. He still's got 2 more to go. I don't have his card. Never mind. Gonna keep going down, get smushed again. Gotta make some points up on his last life. Scores like these might not do him so well. He's gotta get a pretty decent score if he wants to move on to the next round. What's he gonna do here? Good strategy, gets all the air points there. Keeps digging down. Oh, and he squishes himself. Checking out his other scores. 15,000 and 70,000. He might be carried by his Guitar Hero score here. It's going to be close, though.
Not bad.
All right, Kelly, you're good whenever. Good game. All right, when you hit retry, your game will begin. All right, we got Kale playing Mr. Driller. Very divisive game. People getting high scores, people getting low scores. We'll see which side of that Kale falls into. Not a good start as he smushed himself right away.
I told you I love this game.
Starts drilling down. Oh, gonna have to do some fancy footwork here to avoid the falling blocks. Gets crushed. Kale already down to his last life. What can he do here? Kale digging down. Almost at the second stage. Makes it. Joined on the mic by a special guest.
Special guest. How's everybody out there in video game world doing? Can't hear you, so it doesn't matter. JimR sitting here. What game is this? What is this game called?
Mr. Driller.
Mr. Drill. This game looks excellent. Right up my alley.
Like a puzzle.
Oh, he is.
Missed himself. I think it's his last
Finished.
life. Yeah. He's done.
So, our tournament favorite had a rough go at Duck Hunt. Mr. Matthew Kipling might have been the first person to game over in Duck Hunt. Is Schneer. Is this what we're playing right now?
Oh, you. Just kidding. Alright, there you go. Alright. Sean's playing Mr. Driller. Seen some pretty impressive scores from first timers today. Let's see what Sean can do. He's just rushing down, digging straight down. Thought I heard my name being called. Nope. But it looks like Sean is an experienced Mr. Driller player. He's going fast.
He is.
He's going furious, and he's not dying.
All the correct moves are being made right now.
Oh, he gets nudged, but he's not. Yeah, you get stuck and stunned there for a little bit, but you don't lose a life. Oh, but he crushed himself right after.
Poor timing on a blue block ends it for everybody. So how many lives are we running with today?
3 lives. Sean currently on a second.
That was good.
Makes it to the first stage. This is already a pretty good start, but he loses his second life onto his last.
What's our high score so far today?
64,000?
64,000 is pretty good.
I think so. Ooh, gets a nudge. He's still alive. Oh, but he crushed himself.
Has there been a pretty big gap, like a 64 way ahead?
There's a couple people that get good scores.
Yeah.
Like there's like some. I think we had a 60,000 and then like a 57.
Oh, so there's a couple that are up
But
there.
then it just goes to like
20,
17,
yeah.
20, yeah. All right, Thomas, you good? You good?
Oh, you're good.
All right. Thomas playing Mr. Driller. Let's see how he does. So like I said earlier, we had a few good scores. One from the guy behind me, Mr. Tim Ward. He had a good score to score Mr. Driller today. But he's one of the few. Thomas loses his first life. He's still got 2 more though. At this rate, it's not looking too good for Thomas. Take a look at how he scores. 2,000 in Duck Hunt, but he failed in Guitar Hero, and he loses his second life. Moving on to his last, and he gets crushed. Thomas going on with 3,800 or 685. Yeah, wait. Before you start, whatever. Okay, weird. We got Hayden playing Mr. Driller. Round 1 of the Northern FanCon JimR Gauntlet. Let's see how Hayden can do here today. So we've had a couple good scores here, but other than that, we kind of have a huge fall off. There's people who are going to get carried by the Mr. Driller score, and people who will die because of it. Avoids getting crushed. It looks like Hayden knows how to dodge these things. He's looking like an experienced Mr. Driller player, but where does he say that? Loses his first life. He's digging down though. Ooh, Hayden moves out of the way of the X blocks, gets rid of him. And he's moving on to the second stage with 15,000 points in hand. Taking a look at how he scored. This is a pretty low one in Duck Hunt with 2,000, and he failed Guitar Hero. He's on his last life. He's going to have to get a really good score here if he wants to move on. Ooh, as I said, he loses his last life, and that's going to be it for Hayden. 19,475 points for him. We're going to be running low on time in the first round. You're good to go. All right, we got Liam on Mr. Driller. See what he can do. Breaks an X block, loses the air. Squishes himself. Oh, he's figured out how to jump. Drilling down. Almost at 200 feet down. Oh, but gets squished. Loses his second life. Oh, tries to get above him, but he would have died anyways. Let's see what he can do here. Oh, has to break the X block. Loses the air. It seems like, from what I've seen, trying to trying to get into corners, not the best idea. You can corner yourself pretty easily, and you can only really do it as like a last resort. Oh, crushed himself. Liam losing his last life. I think so. All right, Jake, you're good to go. We got Jake on Mr. Driller. Let's see how he does. Moves over to the side. To aim where you're going to drill. Moves back up. Being slow and methodical, sometimes the best way to go about things. Starting to drill down. Jake's gonna need a pretty good. Looking at his other scores, he had a pretty weak duck hunt, but an alright Guitar Hero. So if he gets a good score here, there's a chance he could make it into the next round of the JimR Gauntlet. Marth moving around, oh, but crushes himself, loses his first life. But there are more where that came from. He's still got 2 more lives left. Jake drilling down. Finds his way close to the end of the stage. Jumps back up. Doesn't have to take out next block. Keeps going down. 330 feet. 2 lives left. Looks like he's going to be able to make it to the end of the stage. Who can tell for sure? Oh, misses the drill upwards. Loses his second life onto his last. He's going to get a lot of points from these air cans, though. Get 100 more points for each air can you get. So, you know, you get a 100 on the first one, 200 on the next, 300 on the next, and so on. So going for those air cans, pretty good idea. Jake moving on to the second level on his last life, though. He's going to need a pretty ferocious last life here if he wants to be able to make it onto the next round. Keeps on moving, drilling downwards, but he gets crushed, and that's going to be it. Over 21,000 points for Jake.